Good day once again. My name is Graphics. Today we'll be looking at this example on pure substance. Now it says a rigid vessel with a volume of 0.15 meter cube contain an equilibrium mixture of liquid water vapor at a pressure of 5 bar. The mass of the mixture is 0.85 kilogram. Determine the dryness fraction of the mixture and the mass of the liquid water present. Now what you notice is, if you look at the unit here, is a meter cube here. That is an extensive property. So this is volume, right? So the volume with the big V, 0.5 meter cube, and it's contained. So for this, you need to convert this volume, because in this your pure substance will deal mostly with specific volume. So if I should convert this volume, but we know that the mass here of this mixture is what? 0.5 kilogram. So our mass is equal to what? 0.85 kilogram, right? And the pressure at what? Is at 5 bar. So we have P1. Are we good? Now I want to convert this volume into a specific volume. So we know that my specific volume V is equal to what? Volume all over what? Mass, right? So my specific volume will now be 0.15 all over 0.85. So if I do that and I put that and say my 0.15 divided by 0.85, I'll be having 0.1765. So this will give me 0.1765 meter cube per kilogram. Now it is now in the specific volume form, right? That is the intensive property here. So now we should look for the dryness fraction. So we are looking for what? Our dryness fraction of the mixture. Are we good? So how are we going to do that? Since we are dealing with volume, so we are going to use the relationship. Since we are dealing with volume, we are going to deal with this relationship. Recall, my V, my small v, is equal to what? My VF plus, that is my small VF plus my dryness fraction into bracket what? My VF minus what? VG. VFG, that is my VG minus my VF. Are we good? So we need to know that my VF with standard, my VF is equal to what? 0.001 meter cube per what? Kilogram, right? So what is my VG? My VG at 5 bar, my VG as 5 bar will be giving me, you check your steam table, you check VG at 5 bar. This is the steam table here, saturated water steam table. I'll go to 5 bar and I'll check VG. This is VG here, right? So I'll check my 5 bar here, and that will give me what? 0.3748, right? So I write my 0.3748 meter cube per what? Kilogram. That's my VG. So I'm going to input these values in this equation 1 here. So inputting the value, what is my V here? My V is given, that is specific volume, small v is given as what? 0.1765 equals to, the VF here is given as 0.001 plus the dryness fraction into bracket, the VG is given as 0.3748 minus the VF, which is 0.001. So in doing that, if I take this man to this side, I'll be having 0.1765, right? minus 0.001 all over. Now, even before I put my all over, I'll divide it with this man here, which is 0.001. That is 0.001. Let me move this forward. That will be let me put it here. Sorry, let me move this. So if I move further, I'll be having 0. If I'm moving further, I'll be having 0.1765 equals to 0.001 plus x into, now if you press it, we have 0.3748 minus 0.001. I'm having 0.3738. So I have 0.3738. So if I take this to this side, it will be 0.0176 minus 0.001 equals to what? 0.3738x. So if I divide both sides by 0.378x, I'll be having, now let me first of all subtract this. If you have 0.0176 minus 0.001, you'll be having 0.0166. This is 0.0166 all over 0.3738 equals to x. So divided by 0.3738, and that will give me my dryness fraction x to be what? 0.04. That'll be my dryness fraction there. So if you look at this, it is 0.17. sorry. So you remove this, and when you subtract 0.17 from 0.176 minus 0.001, you have 0.175. So 0.175. That's what we have in here. Are we good? So let me write it here. If I remove this guy here, my x will be equals to what? 0.175 all over 0.3738. So the x here will be given as what? Divided by 0.3738. So we're having 0.468 to be my dryness fraction. So the next question here is to what? Calculate for the mass of the liquid water present. So the mass of the liquid water present, mf, is equals to what? 1 minus x. 1 minus the dryness fraction. Are we good? So we have 1 minus, what my dryness fraction here? That is 0.468. 0.468, right? So we'll be having it to be 0.53 kilogram. That's the key. So the total mass that we have here now, my mass of the fluid, will now give me 0.53 multiplied by 0.85, because 0.85 is the mixture. So you multiply it with that to get the total mass of it. So times the mass of what? The mixture, the total mass. Are we good? So when you do that, this will be multiplied by my total mass, right? And this will give me times what? 0.85. So my mf will now be what? 0.451 kilogram. So that will be my answer there. Thank you.